Hello and welcome to Cherry Street Sports for the 2024-25 TAB Bowls New South Wales State Championships. It's women's triples round 2 action here from Green 2, rink number 7, as we're going to see what should hopefully be a magnificent game from a very, very competitive section here in the women's triples. We had a great game earlier where we saw the Darren Morrison skipped Ettalong team sneak home by a shot against the Aaron Wilson skipped Cabramatta team. Cabramatta in action again here. We're going to see Jessie Cottell, Jamie Lee Worsnop and Karen Murphy up against West Tamworth's Julie Scott, Sherilee Stewart, who is a substitute for this, and Zoe Stewart. So it's a big day for all our players here. We did get away a little bit later. The green staff were very enthusiastic to roll the greens after all the weather that they've had. But they're coming along beautifully now and we'll be back up to the humming pace that we can expect. Nick Hind is my name. It's lovely to be alongside you once again for this afternoon session. And alongside me, once again, it's Jason Pinnock. Jason, good afternoon.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you. And what great conditions we've got greeted here for the players this afternoon. Just looking at that roll-up, and Nick, I think the green's just got that little bit more pace in it again. Let's see how it acts as the players go through. But yeah, this is a very interesting game in this section. West Tamworth in their first round had a draw. They did. 21 all with Christine McGarity, Sharon Renshaw and Emma Pettit. Now we're talking about Australian representatives. Sharon Renshaw is one who's absolutely no slouch. So 21 all they had. The Cabramatta team had a one-shot victory over Jodie Freund, Karen McFarlane and Kylie Hardy from Port City. So they are provisionally sitting top of this section, but long way to go. And with two teams getting out, it's still a great opportunity for both sides here to really solidify their chances of making it through to the quarterfinals, Jace. Oh, most definitely. And a lot of people will know the three Cabramatta ladies on the screen.
Easy for you to say, isn't it?
All played for Australia. All current, well, two of them are currently playing for Australia, either in the Jackaroos or emerging Jackaroos.
Karen still has a bit of a role there.
Yes, she does. She does well in the BPL still. So
assistant coach of the Jackaroos, I think you'll find.
Coach, yes. Now taken over the head coach job for the Para. She has. But for the West Tamworth ladies, a couple of people, the locals from Tamworth will know them, but the mother and daughter's duo, Zoe, daughter skipping, mum Sherilee playing second. They've both had their dip in the waters with state selection. Sherilee this year was in the ladies under 40 side. Zoe Stewart in the ladies under 25 side. So no slouches to this level of competition.
No, it'd be good to see the girls in action here. So we're going to bring you, we've got the pleasure to bring you 3 sessions today, 4 tomorrow, as we're going to be broadcasting a twilight session. There's going to be a night final tomorrow night. As we see here, well, straight away, Jessie Cottell.
Wow.
Classy stuff. So in the other section that we were involved with this morning, we can tell you that the section of death, as was pinned by Jason Pinnock, Ettalong Memorial 25 defeated Cabramatta 24. In the other match, it was a 23-all draw between Charlestown and Engadine. So some really, really powerful sides. That section of death is still wide open, Jace, as is this one here. So really looking forward to seeing what this afternoon's results bring. As we see here, Jamie Lee just sliding past. Sherilee Stewart, well, clear road here would have been ideal. Didn't quite get what she wanted.
Okay, Jamie Lee wanting to add to this count here. She can get up and over Jess as well. Wow, that's a Great bowl, finishing a good spot straight away. This magnificent foursome.
How many?
Threesome, sorry.
Trio.
Trio. Let's
Jason.
get it right. Sorry. Looks like they're holding 4 shots straight off the bat.
Yeah, well...
3 definitely.
An intimidating team to run into at any stage. I did suggest that Karen Murphy was out there showboating a little bit with the Commonwealth Games merchandise, but that was actually Aaron Wilson's suitcase, so she's only a low-key restrained figure now. Zoe Stewart, probably a good draw line out there.
Well,
just overplayed it a little.
Yeah, probably effect of that wind as well down there, just holding the bowls out a little bit. Which has been a common occurrence here at this club. See, Kaz on a all right line. She pushes past them front bowls to be in the count. Just pulled up.
Yeah, so Sherilee saying a metre off, please. Stewart, compact modern delivery. Wants this one to hold. She knew it out of the hand, I think. Just a little bit hot. They weren't so concerned about being in front of the cameras and being in front of you and I here, Jace, but being in the presence of the great Karen Murphy.
Oh. There's an aura about her, isn't there?
And she's still such a powerful figure on the green here. Look at this.
Look at this adjustment from her first bowl. That's why she's still one of the world's best.
Karen Murphy.
1, 2, 3, straight away.
On the replay here, Jason, we can watch it coming in. 1, 2, 3 have been taken out. Karen Murphy draws a beautiful second shot there as we go back live. And we're going to see a long tape here between probably a few bowls.
It sometimes amazes me, Nick, that Karen's done everything in this game there is to do, yet we still see her out here competing with her club mates at these state level events. So she's obviously still got a lot of pride and passion to still want to perform at a high level. So.
Absolutely. Well, we see that's a high level collect there for Cabramatta. 4 shots on the first end. But 25 ends here. 2 bowl triples is the game.
And she wouldn't be out of place. She'd slip straight back into the Australian Jackaroos, wouldn't she? In all honesty.
She's only, she's not there because she doesn't want to be there. That's the only reason. No, just her aura on and off the green is one to behold. As we see that Jack's really starting to run along now. The green staff, they did give it a really good roll at lunchtime. We're looking now like we're back to the surface that we would have expected from day one had the conditions been in our favour. So Karen asking that to hang around. It is starting to swoop across a little bit. I think Julie Scott. I feel like we saw in the last game the leads, the results kind of went with what the leads could do here. So for Julie Scott, a lot rides on her shoulders.
Wow, that still swooped a lot, didn't it?
Starting to get some nice finish now. We'll see a little bit more touch played, I'm sure, as the week progresses. And players of this standard, they'll be able to get it close, but...
Look at this line that Jess has got. She's out to the white line there. She is.
And even just the other day, it was only the blue line, so the grass has probably doubled.
Whoa.
So we have a look here at the action of Julie Scott. Gets it away well, stays low, but probably on the title line. This is where it would have been perhaps the other day when she turned up.
Even yesterday, maybe, Nick, in the morning. Not sure, but...
Well, there was practice available for these players from yesterday afternoon. 1 o'clock was the scheduled practice time. Nice high line again here from Jamie Lee.
These girls have picked it up really well from Cabramatta. They've realised that side swinging well.
Yeah, and they can trust it here.
Yep.
Sherilee, she's got this figured out too.
Yeah, she's seen what the other two have done before her. And going, I need to be out there as well. It's a very, very good effort by Sherilee. Probably
May well be second shot, Jace.
It's pretty close. Jamie Lee slightly tighter than a first here now, so...
A little bit more weight on though too, I think, mate.
Yeah. Well, not a bad miss.
Yeah, so only one is the call here from Zoe Stewart. See, back of the rink there. Beautiful Monday here on the Northern Rivers.
Well, Sherilee, has she got the run this time? Yeah, unfortunately not. She's urging it up, so...
Got it out in a good track though. I think this is important early that you can find that line. This is going to be a little bit different to the players who've been here for a few days, as some of them have. You know, making an adventure of it if you can, making a few days. There's certainly some players who have got big campaigns up here. We spoke earlier about Michael Wilkes and Rowan Wilson, who are in 3 events. Darren Morrison, who we've already seen in the mixed pairs. He's here in the triples as well.
And singles.
And he's here for the singles, so he did say he might jump into the commentary box with us.
Okay, Kaz is coming down this slightly tighter hand. Will she hold down there? Oh, well.
Well, 1-2 scrub. Might have made 2. Now, if this was the previous game, Aaron Wilson would have been ripping that out immediately, but...
So it's probably 2 shots here to Cabramatta. Zoe just a little bit underlined.
Good weight
Positive
though, isn't
weight.
it?
Yeah, very good positive weight. So an adjustment of line next.
So weight's good. So Jamie Lee asking for that jack to be moved anywhere to the bottom right of screen for a good collect here.
Girls are urging this one up. Well, you know what? That could be in a good home, Nick. Very hard down that backhand now to draw it off.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. It's okay to come through it if you want. We can see Zoe saying which way. On the forehand, I think that's probably not a bad shout. Look to run into the pit. Well, she's got it away pretty nicely here, Jace. How much is this going to turn back?
Just held through, but what an effort. Very, very good effort. So, let's see how many of these are.
Two out. You've got a good look there.
I think it's 3, definitely, yep.
As we see, beautiful pictures here. 3 it is. So,
Yeah.
too early collects there for Cabramatta, but no need to panic just yet. This is a classy team. As we see, good jack rolling here from Jessie Cottell all the way. Going T to T less. A mat and 3 inches, I reckon, Jason Pinnock. Immediately, Jessie Cottell jumping on that windward hand.
Wow. Basically a maximum length.
Julie Scott playing this backhand. Probably a little bit more forgiving, but need the weight to give it a chance.
Well, her weight's not... Well, it wasn't too bad, Nick.
No, it was close.
Just a little underline. So she can make a tiny adjustment to that.
We see Jessie Cottell after this one. She's looking to get her nose on the jack here. Just parks just inside. Very, very good lead bowls there, Jessie Cottell. Well, West Tamworth, you're up for a real fight here.
Well, I think this one's cut the grass a bit, Nick. Unless she's got good weight.
Well, it was pretty good weight again in the end. A little slide off her own. That's okay. She's got two bowls almost jack high there. As you see, Jamie Lee, very much like partner Aaron Wilson, doesn't muck around on the mat. And very much like partner Aaron Wilson.
Wow. This
donks
is
another one close. Wow.
Maximum length. 3 bowls within a mat. And they've jumped on that wide hand early, Nick. Have we know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you there. Well, this is pretty close here from Sherilee. If she can hold it, hang about.
That's a very good effort. Very good effort. Changes the look of the head a little. See Karen there calling Jamie Lee to be positive, draw through. Trailer jack's great. Change that head up. Good idea to change it before the opposition do.
Pop the jack out into the open.
How does Jamie hold all the way to this?
It's going to slide, but if it can slide past... Yeah, it's a good call, I think, from Zoe. Contact anything on the forehand side, even if she slides under and gets to the bowl on the tee there. It's going to improve the situation for this West Tamworth side.
So aggressive line here from Sherilee. Has she got the weight to hold it, though?
You're right, it was fairly direct.
Well, off that, onto
ricochet
that.
rabbit. Well, it's still 2 down, but that's probably a better 2 down. Much easier to get to that jack now and get a result,
yeah,
even if it's not the jack.
Most definitely, mate.
So we can see the jack's just tucked in to the left-hand side of the green and gold bowl there of Jessie Cottell, who's commenced this match leading superbly. I think Karen will be up and about at this one, though. She'll look to take this away. Trail to herself. Up through this backhand.
Yeah, tracking very well, Nick.
Well, even finishing just a little bit short. Oh, I was going to say it might have been a nuisance, but...
Well, it's stopped her playing the backhand. She has to play the forehand now. And that's in a very aggressive line. That needs a lot of weight to hold. Well, that's their closest bowl. No.
Still favourites only going to be 2 down.
Still only the 2. The other white bowl is West Tamworth. Sorry. Yep.
So Karen looking to add probably a metre on her last. Reach down into the head there. Well, that's donked one of the bowls across there from West Tamworth. I think once again she can afford to be really quite positive at this, Zoe Stewart. This looks to be a better track. As I look over our monitors, this is a much better track Zoe. Well,
Oh,
she's tickled it
Back cuts it.
out the back. As I bring over the next camera, has it stayed in bounds?
Well,
And if it has, is it 2 shots to West Tamworth? So here's what the players are looking at. Well, it's only going to be one
it's
shot.
only going to be one, but
And, yeah. One shot it is. So, well done. Zoe gave your bowl a real chance there. All right, and Zoe quite explicit as well, as we've seen from all our skips here. This is where I want the jack to be rolled.
well, she wanted to put it on the right line for a start.
If you can tell me you've never done that,
Oh,
you're lying to me, Jason.
A few times, and I'll do it again. I guarantee you.
She's asked for a much shorter jack than that, but that's okay. We've seen the jack's all the way back on the tee. Big breath from Zoe. I think that was important there. Get off the mark. Give yourself a bit of confidence. As we see Julie on the tighter hand.
Well, she wants to slow down.
Yeah, a little bit of excitement there, perhaps. See the big bowl.
And we see the Cabramatta ladies favouring this wider hand.
And Karen very early said she liked this one shot, Jessie.
And nailing it. Wow.
Wow, look at that, just finishing past there. It's still... Even this morning, Jason, I would have expected that would have pulled up jack high or in front, and that's actually slid past and continued. The breeze is drying out these magnificent services prepared by greenkeeper Elphick. Duncan probably adding another 0 to his contract value after this week. I'm sure Terry will be happy to hear that.
This wanders past one of the prestigious members of the Bowls New South Wales selection panel, Greg Harris.
Yes, Greg introduced himself to me earlier, so...
Jessie Cottell leading up sensationally. Setting the platform for their team really, really well.
Well, I was watching her the other week at the women's pennant finals, and she was like a little Karen Murphy mini-me, almost duplicating her mannerisms, her clapping, and at the same time, you see here, Sherilee Stewart, she sat that one out. Well done.
Sherilee has played really well early on here. She's had bowls in good areas. This time she actually sneaks the shot, so great bowl there by Sherilee.
Yeah, Jamie Lee on this high line. White was good to give it a chance.
Well,
Zoe asked for something behind. Which way are we going to get it here?
yeah, I'm surprised with this call. I wouldn't have changed at hand from the first one. The first bowl was brilliant. I'm not out there playing though.
No, that's fair enough, but she's done the right thing. She's got one back. And for now, Jamie Lee will be hoping. Just grab the jack, move it 3 or 4 inches. Karen calling for it to get up.
Great shot, Jamie.
Yes.
Wow, that rolled on, didn't it, Nick? Hey,
Well, and falls over.
matches beforehand, we would have seen that short.
What it does do though is it's sort of, the jack is still a little bit exposed. Still only one shot. And with West Tamworth now having the best back, Zoe Stewart might be asked to play with weight again. Side angle there. Zoe on the mat. And away.
Well, that's a draw line. Is she going to get back enough? Not for the shot. Well, she stays up.
Oh, no.
Just went in. So.
You can probably forgive us for being a little bit quick there. They do have a chance for two at the back of the rink if it can be trailed back. Karen looking to make this two if she can gets
around
inside
that.
or around. Well, it's kind of fattened up the target a little bit, and it has got that West Tamworth bowl of Sherilee Stewart a bit more protected. So I think confident again here from Zoe. This is looking to be a better line.
It's now dependent on weight. She got the right weight to get all the way back. She's trying very hard. Wow, she is just scraped through.
No, there's good confidence boost there, even to miss. She's put the ball in the area. As we see Karen Murphy with her last. She's chasing this one. If she can
Girls are loving
grab the
it too.
jack.
Karen Murphy.
She can grab the jack.
Wow.
All right, she's Karen Murphy.
She's turned that 1 into probably 5.
Well, here's the replay.
I'm saying she's turned that into 5.
Shaking it well. Very well done. And our scoreboard attendant just confirming there. How many shots? And we expect it's going to be 12 shots to 1 now. So a big pick up there.
Great bowl, Karen Murphy.
For Cabra. As once again, this jack rolling, it's becoming a bit tricky. That's all the players are seeing it skid along. This surface getting more like the polished concrete we're used to, Jason.
Exactly right, mate. I've played here when he's had them up near 20 seconds, and
I bet you were getting them all close there. Back touches, left, left, front, back, side.
It's just didn't
left-handed, right-handed.
I had nothing short.
The old moonraker like you wouldn't have anything short in the best of times, would you? So we see a change here from lead Julie Scott trying this wider hand, and she looked a little bit anxious about it because it is running on, but it got back really, really well. As we pull back here, we'll see more of the green, more of the action.
Jessie out on that good wide line again. Getting back to the centre line. Great bowl. Just a little underdone with weight, but still a very good area.
Chance here for West Tamworth to pounce. One feels.
I think that's a little under the line there for that hand. So.
Yeah, hard to get that trust after some days on heavy greens, but once the players start to get the confidence here, I think we'll see lots of bowls in really good areas, and we'll see them ripping home. As well, here
Just
it is.
This one is. Look at how far that one come back. Right out to the white line, gets all the way back down to the jack. Sensational bowl, Jamie Lee.
So, some discussion there. Sherilee Stewart asking, where is it? So it's on the tee. See, Sherilee. Well, I'm interested in this, Jason.
So am I. It's down to Speedy, I think, Nick. Has she got it? I tell you what.
Well, Zoe gave it a very
Massive,
warm round.
Brilliant bowl, Sherilee. 3 down. Now only 1 down. Playing some sensational bowls, Sherilee is. She's done that a few times now for a team. Good bowls in good areas.
Well, showing that form that has made her a Bowls New South Wales over 40 state representative.
I believe she was in the semi-finals of the ladies singles last year too. Nick?
Yeah, a class player. Well, there's 2 to land now. Let me see. Just add that, please, was the request from daughter Zoe to mum Sherilee Stewart now.
So Sherilee's given her that.
It's a good high line.
We are seeing it back if you got the right weight. That's pretty good weight anyway to give it a chance. Something behind there now, so well done there, Sherilee. Great bowling.
Yeah, lots of high fives from the players. The camaraderie, as we've seen throughout the event, has been absolutely exemplary. All the players here, providing a lot of respect for one another, really enjoying their company. And we're really enjoying your company too, wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world.
Yeah, since that good weather's come out, Nick, it's really created that more carnival atmosphere, hasn't it, around the greens? Everyone just seems to be a little bit more positive with the sunshine, mate.
Well, Karen.
Great bowl, Karen Murphy.
Trickles it off.
It's a good change up overhead because it really is hard now for West Tamworth. They've only can.
Well, contact on the green, though, can get a good result there. West Tamworth do have 2 at the back of the rink.
Well, will she get back? Not quite.
Yeah, so we can see there a couple at the back of the rink. Karen Murphy here.
Pretty high line here.
Well,
this is deliberate too.
If it stays on at the back of the rink here, she's played it
she wants.
pretty intelligently.
Oh, just fell in.
So, Sherilee saying, you just overdraw weight, looking to cut it down, roll the shot bowl onto the jack, might make a couple.
Well, if she's adjusted her weight, no, she's got more weight on that, so it's just going to hold down that side. That's the windy side. So, we've got 2 rolled out.
And 2 was all.
That was 3. There you go. So some ominous signs early on, Nick.
Well, this Cabramatta team, we did mention in the previous match that we will bring this one to you, and well, this is all-star sort of stuff, isn't it? Here, these could be 3 of the best players going around currently, and they're in the same team.
They all play platinum pennants for the club too. We'll see them all in action, I believe. Am I right or wrong there, Nick? These 3 ladies all in the platinum pennant squad for Cabra?
I'll have to double check that.
Because if they're not, I'd be asking questions why with this form.
Pleasingly, we're getting comments from around the world. Douglas is in Bulgaria again. So, trust you're enjoying yourself wherever you're watching here. Your man Glenn Dixon has figured out how to use YouTube, and he's dropping in comments left, right and centre. He did ask if we've ever had a game against one another, and the result was not really favourable for either team. We were both out of it at that stage at a BPL Cup national state final, so We just chucked a couple of fired at rink pegs, didn't we, Jace?
We did, mate. We did. We had a bit of fun in our BPL Cup there a few years ago. Down at Mount Lewis.
As we see,
That's
some great
sensational leading, Jessie Cottell. Unbelievable. Well, it's not unbelievable. It is happening. So,
if you can't believe it, you've never seen Jessie Cottell play before. Because this is just Plan A, Operation 1. It's core function for Jessie Cottell.
Isn't it what?
It's a good improvement there from Julie Scott. She's looking to sneak up onto the jack. Just left a little bit short, but improved her line.
You're going to get Jamie Lee dropping in bombs straight afterwards like that.
It's hard to think of three
That's
other
just-
players,
you-
in Australia or around the world who could go with this.
If you wanted to write a textbook on how to play the perfect game, here it is.
Well, it's about the perfect end, the setup that they've got so far.
Yeah.
If Jamie Lee can just put a little toucher on this now, that would be absolutely optimal. Sherilee Stewart, really had to be passed there. Give it a chance. Well, I called for a toucher from Jamie Lee. It's not quite going to be the perfect setup, but wow.
That's 4 shots. Right, Sherilee's on fairly aggressive line. Has she got the aggressive weight to hold down here, though?
Well, I think she's looking pretty good here, Jace.
Well, she just got to get around all that, get to the shot bowl. Sherilee Stewart's played an absolute
well
bomb.
done.
Well done, Sherilee, again. I've said that a few times now.
Well, I mean, the margin already looks intimidating, but
Yeah.
if it weren't for Sherilee Stewart, it might be even more.
I think you're right, Nick.
And Gary's watching from Crescent Head on holiday, going for Cabra. Good luck, Karen and team, from Deirdre at Shoalhaven Heads, which is, of course, Karen Murphy territory, Shoalhaven Heads. They have the Karen Murphy bar there now. Well worth a trip if you're in the Shoalhaven region. Being asked to turn here and just hanging out against that breeze. Karen Murphy looking in ruthless form, Jason.
Yeah, so Zoe's looking for a promotion. If she can get the inside edge of that bowl coming in, though, she will get a result. Will get across onto the jack or the shot bowl, but...
Well, she can get the outside of it too and sort of get the same thing here. Let's see if she can get a clear ride.
Oh, it's got the edge in it. Wow. So you see, Cabramatta also want the trail.
Let's have a look at this famous delivery of Karen Murphy. Look how low she stays.
She's got herself a more positive line here.
Oh,
Will
she
it
was
hold, though, this time? So
She was up and about early, but
that one just went on her a little bit.
clutters into the front. And Sherilee saying, you just have to roll it over. But as you suggested, Jace, inside, outside, probably even the guts of that bowl might do
that's
enough.
too wide. Or is it just too heavy, Nick?
Well, you've gone off early. I don't know that it was too
Oh,
wide.
it was for the weight. I didn't actually mind the weight. One to Cabra.
So 16-1. An impressive start here from Cabramatta. This would be a scary team to face up.
We are seeing the Cabra ladies stick to this longer length. Seems to be their favoured length. So imagine we'll see a tactical change. West Tamworth just have to keep fighting away, get an end, change some tactics and see if they can't run off a few ends themselves.
Well, like the old cricket saying, one brings two. If you can win one end, you can maybe win two,
That's
win
exactly
three.
right. Yep.
Get it onto your length.
But these Cabra girls have really found this wider hand very, very well early on.
Well, they're playing it with such confidence. They know the ball's going to get back to the centre line.
Exactly.
And their weight control, being players of this calibre, is just absolutely impeccable. So Julie Scott looking to reach down on the same hand here. Slightly tighter line, but I favour she's got a slightly tighter set of
weight
balls
and
too.
hangs around. Well, we just swoop away, but that was very good weight for Julie.
So Jessie out on this high line here. She's looking at this intently when she follows it down. Wants to get a clear road past. Hasn't. That may have blocked off the forehand a little bit.
This is a better area for Julie now.
Well, Zoe Stewart calling for it to slow down. So easy to do. Under sunny skies here at Cherry Street Sports. And green speed increasing all the time as we see.
Jamie Lee got down with good weight. Promotion of Jess. That's a great bowl.
It makes it much harder to get to now. So Zoe giving another option, saying you can play the forehand if you like, but I didn't mind that first call through the backhand.
Hey, we're seeing
No,
some
it's gonna go
positivity.
quick, though.
Yeah, bit of positivity here from Sherilee. Plenty on. Is she going to get back enough, Nick? Wow, what an effort. Very good try.
Just that went screaming past the jack. It was quaking, but
And look, I like it. Zoe said, look, whatever you see, you play what you're confident in, and Sherilee's just trying to change things up. Been playing very positive.
well, let's see how this one can go. Getting down here.
Yeah, it does.
In for
So
two.
it's two now.
So, seeing Sherilee Stewart now lining up on the backhand. She's going to
Back to a draw, I think, now, Nick.
just try and draw. If you can get into any of these bowls here, turn the white bowl through. Just, it's easy to do after you've had a run at something.
Oh, most definitely, yep.
It's one of those draws that's not much fun to practice, the drive and draw, but everyone's got to do it.
It's good when it pays off, eh? You're a genius. Not easy to do, but it is a drill that our best in our game do fairly often.
So Karen Murphy now holding two. 16-1 lead to Cabramatta. Well, this is a good draw line. You see the girls, look, they're synchronised almost there, urging that bowl in. And Karen Murphy, that's number one. Do we see attack here from Zoe? Setting up forehand. Oh, I think she's going to have to out wide on that if she's attacking. Could get that one out, could get her own. Well, lucky. Back to two now. So, Jamie Lee just asking Karen to change that up a little bit. It probably looks quite inviting on the forehand to get a result in there. So, if she can finish in behind here, Karen. Chip that front bowl across. Well, Karen Murphy. I mean, what's there left to say?
Oh.
Let's have a look at this one once again.
Every superlative in the game's been attached to this lady over her career.
What's there left to say? That's just remarkable.
She just continues to deliver.
Well, we see more weight here. Doesn't want that one out. Well, that's going to be 5 now, I think, because Zoe Stewart cleared her own bowls off.
It is a handful. 5 it is.
Well, Cabramatta flexing their muscles here. As we see, that Jack really getting home very well here, so really exciting for the competitors for the rest of this week. We've got more great matches to bring you here in the triples competition. Pairs to follow, of course. Singles, and we close out with the 4s. So I
just had a quick look at the Cabramatta Bull Ants Platinum Pennant squad list. And,
who's it missing?
It's missing Jessie Cottell. And I tell you, after this game, there might be a change.
Well,
but what a team that is.
Well, when you've got a club that's strong enough to be leaving out players the calibre of Jessie Cottell, it does show. I'm sure she'll be the first one on the reserve list.
Oh, most definitely. And obviously being last year's champions of Platinum Pennants, how would you leave any squad member out from last year's inaugural champions?
We've seen Julie, she's in the area again here. That's 2 goodies. Giving herself an opportunity here and giving West Tamworth a chance to get back on the board.
These two ladies up front, both Jessie and Jamie Lee, today's announcement have both been selected in the Australian side. Jessie in the under-25s, Jamie Lee in the opens for the Australian Jackaroos, heading over to Singapore later on. And I believe it's called the what's the name of the cup again?
Not the Melbourne Cup.
Singapore Lion and Merlin Cups they are. So both these ladies will be representing Australia.
Oh, fantastic. Well, as you see here, Sherilee Stewart has been able to promote.
Wow.
But look at that.
Absolutely brilliant. We're getting treated here today.
So discussions here. How do I get to that one? So it needs to get to the back of the rink. Jack did just drop into the pit, didn't it, Jace?
It did drop. Yeah, it did actually, Nick. Yeah, just stuck my head out. I have, and they did mark it. It's out of our camera view, but
it's okay. So as they swap over, I can bring you all the pictures and gory details. So we see the blue bowl of Jessie, of Jamie Lee Worsnop at the back of the rink, which is obscuring where the jack is, but we can see the jack is there at the marker right next to the number, so she's trailed it back into the pit at the number. It's about as good as you can ever ask, and she's left, well, on this angle, 2 or 3 feet for someone to draw inside to make a shot. Karen Murphy all underway.
Girls are calling for this to hurry a little. Well, it's swooping.
Could well be second shot, I favour. Just put the scoreboard away for a moment so we can see all the action here when we're right at the back of the rink. This does get tricky. How's this tracking here, Jace?
She looks a little underdone the line. Need a little bit more weight as well, but she can adjust from that one.
So, Karen Murphy now with that determination. Oh,
Girls are calling for this to hurry under.
hasn't quite got there.
All right, we see Sherilee getting up in that head, providing some encouragement. And Conzo, let's do this. It's good to see the girls are still up and about. Tell you what, she's on an all right track. If she gets any contact
On the
that,
yellow, on the white.
Oh,
Just slid
getting
past.
getting that flush could have been interesting.
So, tape measure coming out here. We know that it is one shot. Can they find a second here? Yes, they can.
2 shots it is.
So as we bring the scoreboard back, so Karen Murphy there. She'll be very pleased with her troops. Through 18th, it's 23 shots to 1. And then Cabramatta on these ever-increasing pace services. Oh. Well, that looked likely to happen from a long way out there, Jace. We've seen the girls be a little bit flippant with how their jack rolling's gone. We've seen lots go sailing very, very close to the pit. So
Look at this tactical change straight away, and I knew this was going to happen as soon as West Tamworth had any opportunity. Matt up, Jack short. We just have to make sure it makes the minimum now.
no, she's done well. And I do like this from West Tamworth. Let's test Cabramatta on something that they haven't really gone for this far. Something a bit closer to, probably 23 metres, I'd say, Jason. 24 metres, something like that.
Let's have a look. The Matt's up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably. Yeah, 20. I'd say 24.
So the pros just count that out, and then they say, how many do you think it is? Well, we see Julie. This is really good here.
Great shot,
Really good. We're
Julie.
seeing it run on, and she's got it. Number 1. It sounds as though someone's brought her a cup of tea. Might be fixing her up a little bit. As we see, Australia 125 rep, Jessie Cottell. I can't believe she's under 25 still. Like, you feel like Jessie Cottell's been around the elite of our game for so long.
Agree with you. Okay, Julie. Just get back underneath that bowl. Or clean miss, yeah.
Hey.
Down behind. Good home. Lot better there. Great end by Julie. Hopefully that will give her a bit more confidence moving forward.
Well, another great bowl there. Another great bowl there. Jamie Lee. I mean, the future is bright for Australian bowls. Players like her. Well, a little slide underneath here and parks up Jack high. That's going to be in the argument.
It's close.
Yeah, Karen saying it's definitely the one to beat now. It's number 2, but little touch here from Jamie Lee Worsnop can make 4 again.
Is she going to get down enough? Just a tad,
Well,
little bit heavy.
this shorter length
Yep.
sailed on her a little bit. One down, so Zoe Stewart asking Mum, Sherilee, let's try one on that forehand again. Shadows lengthening here as we're getting on to nearly 4 o'clock.
Well, behind this line, it's now down to the speed to get all the way back.
Well, would have been great if she could sit in amongst that pack
Most
there.
definitely.
But just a hair quick. And it's nearly 4 o'clock here on the eastern seaboard, New South Wales time. So shadows are lengthening, but it hasn't cooled down. I'm still seeing 27 on my weather app.
Humidity has gone a bit, though.
Well, it's
A bit more
It's
comfortable.
hard to get worse than it was earlier, though, at 140% as you declared it. Now, Karen Murphy. She's already played a shot like this to make 5, as we see the girls
All right,
in
Karen.
tandem again,
Very
urging
good
this to
area.
get down.
It's down
Karen
and
Murphy,
bang.
of course it's getting down.
And she's back to 2, maybe 3.
As we watch this again, Karen just sits that last bowl out beautifully. Back live. Zoe looking to get in there. She's just a bit quick there. So, Jamie Lee sizing up what's going on at the back of the rink there. Saying if things come back, it is loaded up a little bit at the back here. And at 23-1 down, you wonder whether or not they might take a risk. Gold Bear Jack. The West Tamworth girls.
Look at this.
Well, maybe they will. Maybe
As
they won't
like
have a
little
chance.
trail. That's unbelievable.
Oh, have yourself
Limiting any opportunity.
have yourself a day, Karen Murphy.
They're just clinical this afternoon, these ladies.
Once again, back live. Well, this is a good
Needs
chance to
get back.
draw it.
She's going to get back enough. Well,
Just a little firm from Zoe Stewart.
So-
Probably going to be another 4 or 5 to Cabramatta.
there's 4 already.
It's 4 before the tape comes out, and I mean, you know, if you're West Tamworth, it's not like they're playing terrible bowls here.
Oh.
Cabramatta are just playing like they want to win this title.
Oh, most definitely. They're putting on a clinic. They really are. They're dialed in to their jobs. Go
Another-
5, Nick.
Another 5, so 28-1 already.
And when you get these 3 ladies of this calibre dialed in and motivated, that's going to take a steam train to stop them.
Well, you're exactly right, Jace.
As you said, like the West Hamworth ladies haven't been playing overly bad. These 3 Cabramatta ladies have been absolutely sensational.
Oh, and they're showing why between them they've got, well, 600 and whatever it is, plus a few more from the other girls. Another Jack's sailed into the pit though, so
We saw this in the game previously too.
some teams just don't want to have the mat. They don't want to roll the Jack. I can understand that as somebody who's had some issues in that
Actually,
area in the
the
past.
Cabramatta men rolled a few into the pit too. I'm wondering if it's a Cabramatta tactic. says, no, it isn't.
Jack rolling practice, Karen Murphy suggesting, and the first one back. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, Karen just saying to us that the jack is going further than the bowl.
Yep.
And because the lighter jack is just skipping along this surface that's getting harder and harder. Something you do see on quick greens from time to time is that the jacks become almost uncontrollable. Bowl with a little bit more mass, sits in the grass a little bit more, turns back beautiful there. Oh, Jessie Cottell. I might need to go to the thesaurus here, Jason Pinnock, for some more superlatives. I mean, exemplary, outstanding.
We might have to learn another language just to... Do you know what I mean?
There might be a bit of Swahili spoken later.
Well...
Good from Julie.
Yeah, Julie, very good effort. Great to see. Good first bowl. And look, for the West Tamworth ladies, it's really about trying to find a little bit of rhythm now, a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, Jessie finishing great home once again. Little high five there from skipper Murphy. That's Julie on the mat. Well, nice bit of weight there. Only just finished a bowl in front of Jack High, but putting bowls in the head, putting bowls in the area, and giving the West Tamworth back end an opportunity to do a little bit to give themselves some confidence for this game and for the remaining game in the section too. They've still got one to play tomorrow. And tomorrow morning we're going to bring you Curry.
Sherilee, Stewart, come on down.
Oh, there we go, well done. Curry and Young tomorrow in the men's triples. So we're going to see some very well credentialed players, including David Quigley, who wins just about everything out at Young.
Yeah. Had a first up win this morning too, they did.
Yes.
Jamie Lee. Wow, pointed it well. Just gone through the hole there, but finished in a very nice home.
They found the running pretty easy so far, Cabramatta, so to see that go through a hole, I'm a little surprised. Everything's just been going absolutely perfectly their way. Sherilee Stewart now looking to just draw up onto her own, really. Can turn that down onto the jack, can slide past on that side would be optimal.
Oh, Sherilee's pushing that up. She wanted a little bit more, yep.
So as the players cross over, we see Sherilee and Zoe Stewart still really enthusiastic, encouraging each other along, and
which is good. You're at a state championship.
It's great to see, absolutely.
You don't make one of these every single year.
So tomorrow morning it'll be Matt Bilby, Craig Barber and Aaron Appleby from Curry, and they'll be up against Jonathan Watson, Damien Miller and Dave Quigley from Young. So stay tuned for that one. 9 a.m. start tomorrow. We get a little bit of a sleep in here.
Kaz, is she up? Well,
she's up onto the shot bowl. It was already in. What it does do is it gives a nice little chance to pop that off back to a couple of good catches there. Important for Zoe Stewart to get behind. Well, she's going to get behind all right, but perhaps a little bit too far past. Karen going to look to hunt up on the backhand.
It's just that draw shot, isn't it? Crack the egg, so to speak, Nick.
That's what we hear all the time, crack an egg on it. But the wind has ripped that one across, and it's going to be...
Wow. Hang on a second.
It's going to be very fortunate if Cabramatta have picked this one up. And they have too.
Yeah.
Well, you come in here and roll this one over. It's easier said than done. You're going to have to play pretty firm to get through that gate, I think you'll find.
Oh. So, fortune goes the way of the Cabramatta ladies there.
Yeah, a lucky one, you'd say. That was a much better end from West Tamworth. They gave themselves a lot of chances.
Luck goes in ebbs and flows, but you've also got to play well to get it, Nick. You know?
Yes, well, what's that great quote? The more I practice, the luckier I get.
This is very true.
And I trust that you're all enjoying the action here today. Whether you've been out in the green practicing yourself or following along all day, we're seeing some beautiful pictures here. It is just gone 4 o'clock. It's happy. When does happy hour start, Jace? Must be very close.
Oh, very good question. I'm not sure, mate. It's not not something I look for myself these days anymore, Nick. 4 till 6 I might be. Check it out, the Cherry Street Sports website.
I think you're probably
It's
right.
all on there.
It's a beautiful club. It's a beautiful destination here, Ballina. We went out for a lovely meal on Thursday night last week. Went to the Wharf Bar, had some lovely tempura Balmain bug,
Oh,
if you don't mind.
sounds nice.
So that was on the cards. It was Friday night, I do apologise. Friday night we were out there. See, Julie Scott just sliding past. And Jamie Lee over here getting stuck into the party mix. Have you got a favourite in the party mix, Jason? Do you like the teeth or the bananas?
Definitely don't do the bananas. Not a fan of bananas, mate. Strawberries and cream.
Strawberries and gas, it's a good choice. Well, Julie Scott, she's fighting here, looking to do her best. It's a little overcorrection. The first one did stay up at the back of the rink. But challenging conditions now. As we see here, well, once again, Cabramatta, Jessie Cottell eats that jack. Sherilee Stewart. It's probably the sort of line to draw this, you know, Jace.
Yeah. She's done it again, Sherilee. I think she's got the second wood there, yep. She's done a lot in this game, Sherilee, like that. Second wood, third wood even, so.
We were talking yesterday at my coaching assessment that I was hosting, and I was introduced to a game that I'd never heard of before, which I'll tell you after this bowl, because it's just Jessie Cottell.
Jamie.
It's just, Jamie Lynn, Jamie Lee, Jessie Cottell, Karen Murphy. They're all as good as one another, really, aren't they? It's just incredible.
It's an absolute clinic on how to play our great game.
So I was introduced to a game yesterday afternoon, and one of the ladies who was there said, we play a game where you get 1 for shot, but you get 3 for second shot. And so the game is, we want to be drawing good seconds. You can be the closest, but let's see us building heads and getting second shots in. And I thought that was a really fun idea. So I'm going to try that out next time I get out for a roll.
Very, very good. Yeah. You think about that, and
You know, if you're playing in a team where you might have some difficulty building heads because players might be a bit greedy sometimes, let's go out and do this drill. We're going to play second shots worth 3, shots worth 1.
most definitely. Sounds interesting, Nick. And that was at Lennox Head yesterday,
This was
was
at
it?
Lennox Head yesterday, so yeah, credit to the club. They put on plenty of cold water and air conditioning for us when we snuck inside.
Good manager over there, Wall.
Yeah.
The manager of the club there, under the Cherry Street Sports Group, obviously, but Wall's the venue manager. Good bloke.
As we see, for the first time this game, genuinely for the first time this game, that's a miss from Karen Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, Sherilee, tough hand to get the shot here. Asking for a forehand, looking for contact.
Up the weight.
Karen Murphy, will you back her to correct here?
Yeah, well, that's a good side of that one there of Jessie's, and she beats it. And yep, I think that's definitely in the count. Nick, like, scoreline 29-1. We're probably looking at over 30-1. As the West Tamworth team, what do you do from here in the game?
Oh, look, you set yourself small goals, don't you? And they might not be related to the scoreboard. They might be related to your own personal performance, that you want to be finishing consistently within X, or you want to be getting past the jack, or you want to be, just doing something that you can achieve. Find a way that you get some success. 3 shots, I believe it was indicated there to our scoreboard attendant. So
We haven't even hit the halfway mark.
32-1. Cabramatta just absolutely flexing their muscle here. You can see the great Karen Murphy spotting that jack for us. Back to this longer length. They won't let up here either, Cabramatta. They're here to win.
This is the challenge now for Cabramatta, isn't it? Can we keep this performance up? 30-shot margin, not even halfway through the game. Their biggest challenge mentally is to keep this game at this level.
Well, you're back with the Australian assistant coach at the helm of this side, that they're likely to remain switched on. But
and I can imagine these would be the little things that these 3 girls would be discussing. How do we keep ourselves motivated in this game? How do we keep our performance going? And that's why they're the best in the business.
Yeah. And for the other team, though, for Julie Scott and the Stewarts, how do we give ourselves something to achieve in this game? What score do we want to get to 5? Do we want to get to 10? How many ends do we want to win? Let's set ourselves a goal. Let's win 1 end. Let's win 2 ends in a row.
Yep.
There's not many combinations, men, women, Australian, international.
Brilliant bowling there, Jessie.
Who could go close to this today? This has been absolutely clinical from Cabramatta, who clearly wanted to bounce back. They were put under some significant pressure in the first game by Kylie Hardy and the Port City team. You see Julie just needs to reach. Another great track. Giving a warm round of applause there from Zoe Stewart. And that's the thing, you can still find wins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the little wins now that they're looking for. And
there are different wins than scoreboards, yeah. So some discussion here. How am I going to get to this one? And so Stewart saying, no, this backhand's still good for you. And you toss it out on a nice high line. You can draw down. This is the sort of line.
She's got a good line. It's now down to speed. Sherilee has been playing some bombs.
And the argument for second again. Karen saying, I'd like one there, please. And Jamie Lee,
you can hear it in there.
Responding, saying, yes, Skip, whatever you say. So, Sherilee just asking, how much further do I need to go?
Well, she's got a similar track. She got that extra metre of weight now.
I think it looks better, mate.
I think you're right, mate. She gonna just get around that. She got the edge of it.
And
she played very good weight.
Flopped down. Well, this might be a little win here. Just let's give ourselves something in the measure, something in the argument.
Couple of high fives as they go past the girls, so that's good to see.
Well, they did have one a couple of ends ago, and Karen got fairly fortunate to pinch that one. Sherilee once again playing with good weight. She had the right track, chance to give herself a result. The other match in this section, I'm just looking, they are next door. So Port City 8, Trail Merimbula 13. So Emma Pettit skipping there, but Sharon Renshaw, who was of course no stranger to Australian colours in that team for Merimbula. As we see Karen now looking to reach up on the backhand. Just pot that dark bowl of Sherilee Stewart through the hole. We'll get down to the jack.
She's got the jack. Wow.
Murphy.
Clinical again.
Well, as we watch this, you can see it sneaks in underneath. Gets onto the jack. And as we're back live now, it is out in the open, so a little bit of a skips drawing competition.
I like the line here from Zoe. It's now down to the speed.
Oh, yeah, Zoe Stewart. And
there's a big cheer from the Tamworth ladies. It's good to see them still in really good spirits. And it's those little wins now, Nick.
Well, we did touch on that. Jamie Lee saying...
Well,
you can go the bowl or draw a shot.
She's lining up the backhand. That tells me she's going the bowl.
Well, she's not drawing it on the backhand. So Karen Murphy, confident swing weight here. Can't hang around for the jack.
Is it going to hang around? Sure, just gone underneath. So, very good effort.
Well, play it again, Zoe Stewart. Draw another one. There was a...
Not much else on.
Well,
Sherilee
there was a suggestion that maybe they could bump something up at the front there, but I think this is just the more sensible choice. Just a little quick, but...
just a little quick this time. Well, it's... Here we go.
But we're going to see the finger in the air, and the mat goes back to West Tamworth. We get back on the board. It's 32-2. So, what we spoke about, small wins. There is one. So, as I suggested, win one end. Let's win two now.
Look at this. We're getting treated.
Are you getting something out of the lolly jar?
Strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee will stop come up with the goods.
You're not going to have one of these bananas.
No. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Well, strawberries and cream. Very good. What did I tell you about not eating on air, though, Jason?
Who made that rule?
No, you're right. You stuff your gob. I'll keep calling the action here. As we see, Julie drops on straight away. Well done. She deserves a replay for that. She's really fought on gamely here. Julie Scott, and to the credit of this West Tamworth team, they're taking it all in their stride as we see a magnificent reply there.
Great reply, Jessie. Okay, can Julie repeat the dose now? Get too close and start asking a couple of questions and building her own confidence up again. She's pointed it very well. This time she's missed, but she's missed behind. So
great area. Yeah, we've seen all week, whether it's been myself, whether it's been Jason Pinnock, whether it's been Billy or Lee or Andrew, we've been speaking consistently about missing in good areas, and that is a good area there from Julie. As you see, it's almost matched there by Jessie Cottell. Sliding past. Sherilee. This looks a good track here.
Yeah, she runs this out. Just pulled up a little short.
A little cautious. And Jamie Lee being asked to play on the backhand, is she? Yes. Get down. Get to the shot bowl. Get to the jack.
She's just got to get down now. Oh, great effort.
Looks an easy game for Jamie Lee today, doesn't it? Yeah, even her misses, and that's a miss for her, and it's a miss by half a bowl. Sherilee.
Looks to be a couple of matches finished over on that first green as well already, Nick. Couple of spare rinks here.
Couldn't be.
No.
Might be a few players having a comfort stop.
Rink 5 and 6 are both vacant.
Well, we're not using every rink today, so...
Ah, yes, sorry, yes. Only 16 rinks out of... There, you're right. Sorry, Nick.
Well done there. Look, Jamie Lee. As we keep seeing here, the bowl coming down, finishing right on top of the jack, pushing it back. Made at least a shot there. But what she has done there is made it very difficult for Zoe Stewart.
Well, Zoe still has a good port down the backhand there, I think, Nick. A little bit to use there. Come in off them, any of those, the white bowl, the green bowl. She's a little tight onto the blue. She'll straighten onto the green.
Oh, a chance for the jack down the line now too. They've had a better look. So,
and I actually like this line. It's now down to the speed.
oh,
We
Mum,
see Sherilee backed off a bit there.
And well played.
Hit and run up and...
Yeah, that's shot.
The indication is... Was it one to West Tamworth then, Nick?
Well, it's just fallen over, so we'll wait and see. See what Karen Murphy does here. My finger's hovering near that replay button, though.
She's looking to sit through the bowl. Well, that just went a little bit on her there.
So we'll just see. This was the last one of Zoe Stewart. She sits out the shot and gets a big cheer. Now, there's a chance for a 2 here. If that green bowl that's on the centre line there can be squeezed out, or if the jack can go down the line, might be a little bit too tight. So, Karen Murphy, her weight here will tell us what the situation is.
She's playing positively down there.
Looking for a trail, Karen.
She can get the edge of that. Jack through.
Yes.
And
Karen
she
Murphy
sits there
special.
for at least 2 shots.
Here it is again. Through on the backhand. Off her own. Back to Jamie Lee. Back to Jessie. And makes 2.
2 it is.
Well, it's just been an absolute class clinic from Karen Murphy. The girls here are absolutely in form that would leave me terrified if I was in this section, or even if I was in this competition. I think you'd find that this is going to be the team to beat based on this form. It's ominous. So don't forget though, we've got the TAB Close to the Jack competition coming up this weekend, 4th, 5th and 6th of April. If you think this is being made look easy by Karen Murphy, you should come and try this for yourself. Put your skills to the test during the 2025 State Championships here at Cherry Street Sports. Simply roll a bowl as close to the jack as possible for a chance to win daily prize pack, including a $100 club voucher, Frank Green coffee cup and exclusive merch. But that's not all you'll go. Just by playing, you'll go into the draw to win a brand new set of TAB branded bowls. It's all happening 4th, 5th and 6th of April with multiple sessions across the 3 days. We'll provide the bowls. There's no need to pre-register. Just turn up and take your shot. T's and C's apply. For full details, visit bowlsnsw.com.au or click the link in our YouTube bio and see if you can get close to the jack, as Cabramatta have just been showing off here really today. This has been absolutely brilliant bowls. And as we hear now, that breeze getting in more out of the east. This is a much more common direction. Starting to come through our effects microphones as we see a lovely bowl from Julie. She threw that out on the wind and got back. Up and down for shot now. But for Jamie Lee. Oh, she's on a tight line here. This is something Jason Pinnock and I just spoke about, was that when you've got a lead like this, hard to stay really switched on for the entire duration. 25 ends. It's a big game. There's some big days here at Cherry Street Sports. We've been here since 7 a.m, as have most of the players. As we see this get down from Sherilee, that will be number one. As Jamie Lee's asked to play on the windward hand. Now, how's her weight? I think she's a bit light on again. It's an improvement, but good one. And for the first time from Cabramatta, nothing behind the jack. I mean, Karen's having a bit of a chuckle there, but probably at 34 to 2, she's entitled to do that. But in a closer situation, there's certainly some room for improvement here. Karen Murphy, can she come to the rescue? Once again, you see high fives from West Tamworth on their way along the green. You can see blue skies at the top of your picture. As we're getting on towards 4:30 here on the east coast of New South Wales. We're in the Northern Rivers. This is Cherry Street Sports for the 2025 TAB Bowls New South Wales State Championships. It's women's triples round 2 action, and we're seeing an absolute clinic being put on here from Cabramatta. And Karen Murphy with good weight there, but that hand is really starting to turn. Well, Sherilee saying you can play down the forehand if you like, and that is another shot out there. Didn't see much wrong with the backhand for me, but I'm back here, and Zoe Stewart being urged through. Just going to drop short for Karen. Same sort of plan really, but just do it on the backhand. Clear road, plenty of air out there. And this is a much higher line, as we see the bowl starting to really rip home. And, well, so a chance for another collect here. Little touch on this, can make 3 here. Zoe Stewart. This is the sort of line. How's this weight? Can it pull up? Get in amongst it there. Just going to slip past. Good effort. So one's taken out. There's maybe a multiple here. And 2 shots it is. So 34 to 4. One would suggest a comeback is unlikely at this stage, but these little wins that we're going to see here. So a couple of wins on the in a row now. And the West Tamworth team have got off that pesky 1. And now they're up to 4. what little goals have they set themselves? Do we get to 10? Can we get to 10 against this supremely talented Cabramatta team? That'd be a win in itself, I'd suggest. Good tussle going on next door. You might have heard the players in our effects microphones. That's Marimbula against Port City there in this same division here as the powerhouse Cabramatta side. As you see, some good lead bowls there. Julie Scott can be proud of that one, as can Jessie Cottell. Well, Zoe's complimentary early and then said, oh no, hang on, I might need you to hang around a little bit longer. Probably just parked up a little bit short there, but batting 500 in this grade, you're doing pretty good there for 50%. The issue is that Cabramatta have been batting closer to 1,000. They're getting almost every bowl in the area. As you see here, well, it's one in, one out, but it's a better one now and a better back bowl here for Cabramatta. So Stewart asking Sherilee, let's follow that one down. Oh yes, very good job there, Sherilee Stewart. Well done. She's parked one right on it. Now, Jamie Lee, she's just slid underneath, but played it well. Gave it every chance. Jason's back from his comfort stop. You didn't bring me back another cup of tea though, Jason. I'm a bit disappointed.
Sorry, mate. I was just had to check out the Amber team.
Oh yes, you're.
I also went and had a look at that men's section of death.
I do update us.
Well, we've got the high scores streaming through there, but I will say Charlestown over currently up against Edelong, and they're up 17-9. So Charlestown were a drawn game, while Edelong were the only ones to win their match in that section. And Cabramatta are up pretty well against Engadine, 18-11. So
not way to go yet though, so I'm not counting any chickens in that game either.
Trying to have a look at some other matches and see what's happening across the greens.
That's very good. Well, what's happening here is that we've seen Sherilee drew a beautiful close toucher, or almost a toucher. She had one parked right on top. And, of course, Jamie Lee Worsnop has said, no, you don't. I'm going to go and just sit that one out.
Here comes Zoe.
Well, Zoe can grab this jack if she likes down the line.
We'll get to that bowl and stay. That's a great bowl by Zoe Stewart. Well done.
She just slid underneath and done the right thing for shot.
Starting to get those little wins, Nick, we spoke about.
Well, I did say 2 ends on the row. In a row was what might have been an early goal. And they've done that, and they're putting pressure on for 3 ends in a row.
Kaz wants this to get down a little quicker.
Jamie Lee asked for that one to go all the way to the back of the rink there. Let's run the jack in. There's a good chance just to look to draw this and get to the green and gold bowl.
Yeah, I think so. They're just, Zoe's asking if we want cover at the back, and her mum's gone, no. Let's just get him in there.
Well, I think West Tamworth are actually all right at the back of the rink here. The only issue is if Karen Murphy goes and sits on it trails it to the number, which she's very capable of doing, of course.
The current head, yeah, with only the one in there. West Tamworth, they would really love a second one. If she can sit on that green and gold bowl, oh, she's just gone through. So
Jessie Cottell, Jamie Lee Worsnop and Karen Murphy here. They're assessing how they can make a difference in this head, and I think the call was backhand firm.
Yeah, trying to push those. Trying to get in off that Jamie Lee Worsnop bowl.
Get down, sit the shot out.
Come right across there, get any edge on any of those. And
Something
she's
like
done it.
Something
That was the
like
call.
that.
And she played it beautifully.
Well, here it is once again. Karen Murphy squeaks around the front. As you call, Jason, had so many to rest off and does it beautifully. So, one shot it is that time, and one shot might be one of those little wins, you know. Just let's keep them to a couple of ones here. But for West Hamworth, they won 2 ends in a row. So there's a little win already. Put some pressure on. But Karen Murphy continues to respond under any pressure. Shows her just true class.
There we go. Karen's just indicated to us off camera. She's looked at the time and gone, the green is starting to slow a little. Something she's just noticed and let us know, so...
Well, if she's telling us that, then I'll believe that it's true, because...
Yeah.
I mean, who would know more?
It's taken till 4:30 in the afternoon for that change in pace, so... Great bowl there by Jess. Julie's on a very good line here, Nick. If she got the run all the way down to it. Julie Scott, come on down. Great bowl, Jules.
Yes.
Smile on her face up there. Well done.
Well, here it is again, Jace. You can tell us more about it.
Great line all the way. It was all down to speed, and she played it perfectly. And I think that's a big confidence booster for Julie to try and finish off this game. Still 10 ends to go, Nick. So, look, the ladies still have a match tomorrow as well. So trying to get as much confidence out of these last 10 ends to go into tomorrow's match very positively is vital.
So, open on the forehand was the call. Could come under, but currently holding a good one. Probably no value in playing the backhand. Chance of promoting that Jessie Cottell bowl.
There we go.
Karen's saying, look for it on the forehand, so... First time we've seen Karen call for weight.
Yeah, and a
from
fair
Jamie
call,
Lee.
you know. She's got she had 3 seconds. You know, they're a bit away from the jack, but those opportunities in the game with the scoreline. Let's have a try of this shot. You never know when you may need to do it.
Well, exactly. A chance to give yourself confidence with a full range for tomorrow's game.
Yep.
We expect that there is no rain.
Sherilee Stewart, she navigates that front one. Whoa, just got it a bit too fat. She navigated around that. I reckon she was close to pushing up for a second.
Well, we're hopeful that there's no rain tomorrow. The forecast is looking pretty good. Very light chance of any rain at all. So maybe a few scattered showers. But the forecast today was for scattered showers too, Jason. We haven't seen any of those yet.
None at all.
So we trust that the green will only continue to increase in pace. I think Karen's going to go big here.
She is. She's looking at it. She's looking at it. The
So
girls are looking at. She's got one or the other. Well, what a good hit. Ideally, she would have loved that to go straight through, but second best result.
Yep, so as we can see it all again, they're going to start the end from back down here. Karen Murphy with big weight. She's got the jack onto the white bowl, bounced it over the green and gold, and slid out of bounds. We saw something not too dissimilar from Darren Morrison in the last game, where he was perhaps a little bit unlucky with the outcome there. Went a few down. But luck's a fortune, and when you're playing with weight, you do see some strange things happen. But for Karen Murphy, a kill's not a bad result there. Does mean the end will be replayed. There is no respot here. Now they were at the triples. Mixed pairs and the para all played with respot in place, of course. Shorter formats. And that respot helps keep the games running to time. But here, it's the full extension, 25 ends. And of course, the winner of the mixed pairs as the winner of this event and all the upcoming events will be eligible to represent New South Wales at the Nationals in Tasmania this year in November. Going to beautiful Devonport.
Yeah.
So Julie, well done.
Great opening bowl, Julie. Well done.
Well done. She's really got herself back into this match, Julie's got. Are you going to get a rundown in Tasmania, Jace? You reckon BA will stump up for you to be events assistant for that one?
I don't think so, Nick. No. Fair way to go. Plenty of Victorian staff that can jump over the little water line there and get down there and help them out.
You're suggesting they're all going to take their cars over on the ferry, do you? It's probably the quickest way.
You're right, too. Yeah, it should be a good series down there in Tasmania. I know the CSM down that way is very excited to have it. Carolyn Docking doing great work down in Little Tassie down there, and she's very passionate. She is
so enthusiastic.
Yes,
and why wouldn't you be?
Yeah,
we've got a great sport and lots of great clubs that deliver it for us, and so many great people in the sport.
Okay, Jamie Lee, this is down very, very nicely.
Oh, she's a great bowler, Jamie Lee Worsnop. Just edge that jack across a little bit closer. Oh, and he's one to Julie. Well, that's the high line, but as Karen has revealed to us, just not quite having the finish as we saw at the peak of the speed only maybe half an hour ago.
Yeah, true. Like another thing with these tiffies, while they may slow down, the turn generally still stays there, Nick. See a lot of players think at times not understanding why the turn is still there, even though the speed has gone down. But it is it's just one of those natural characteristics.
Oh, it's easy for you to say, isn't it? Getting late.
Of a tiffy green, so.
It is getting late. It is one of the characteristics.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Got it first time. So we're going to see. Well, so he's given him a few options there, but he was asking for the backhand. You know, inside the white for another one, around to cover.
I think I like that call. You know, any jack is sort of pushing back across rather than trailing the forehand. Jack back to Jamie Lee's bowls. So.
And even contact on the green and gold would have popped the white across and potentially flopped it in behind Jack. She didn't quite have the weight for the shot, but there's plenty of ways to win there. And that's often, again, one of the things we talk about, these small wins. Let's find a way to win. So Karen on the mat now. It's be interesting. I'll get a little look into her mindset here as to what sort of shot she's going to play, Karen Murphy. So just...
It's a little tightish. It's an aggressive line. That looks to me she's actually looking to try and sit onto the shot bowl or trail the jack, and that weight suggests the same.
Well, the jack gets across to those blue bowls at the back. She could bring in one of those front yellows, so looking to make a 3 or a 4. Zoe Stewart being called to play the same shot that she called Mother Sherilee on. And she gets around this.
Wants a big hook on it now. Well, that's okay. She's flopped down the shot bowl now, so.
So, aggressive call here. Looking on the backhand for Jessie's flat bowl, so trying to punch out that white bowl is the call from Jamie Lee Worsnop. Karen Murphy going to come with some weight again here. This backhand. Well, she's a chance at the jack on this line off over Jason.
She's a big chance. Very big chance. Karen Murphy got it clean and back. There is a little bit of room there. Well, actually, she may be one down with the white.
Could be one down to one down. We'll just...
Not sure.
Move that camera across a little bit and give you a better view.
Sherilee's unsure.
You know, you draw to the tee, you've got number one with a bullet. Yep. So bowls in its running now.
Fairly good line here, I think,
anything,
Zoe. Has the
anything
speed
past this
now.
white.
He wants to just to pull up.
Staying on. Yeah, I just overplayed it slightly.
So the big long measure will come out here.
They might need to knit a couple of these measures together if they're going to get a result here. This might be at full extension for the tape. So we can see they're working as a team here. Going to get something pretty rough. I think it's going to be easily one shot. So Karen Murphy running the jack into the ditch. Picks up the shot, so 36-4. 9 ends to play.
We will play out these ends, Nick, because it is sectional play. Margins do come into the equation.
And very importantly too in this part of the competition is that the top 2 from each section go through. So all 4 section winners and then the runners-up in each section will be given the opportunity to play in the quarterfinals. So, if you want that to be you in, even if you're in the pool of death, you can get out with a second place finish. As we see, well, there's nothing wrong with this. Just as you suggested, though, a little bit of finish coming off the green now. A few bowls might be pulling up a little bit short. I wonder if that mightn't give the Tamworth girls a little bit more confidence. Maybe the green's not so quick, a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah. Be confident, play up a little bit more.
You know, we've seen a lot of jacks go skidding across this Tiff Dwarf surface, as you suggested, Jace, and go sailing off into the pit.
Oh, Jess is...
That's probably Jessie Cottell might do the same.
Karen's like, what's that?
Well, that's called an overcorrection. I know all about it, but Karen Murphy doesn't see that very often from players that she plays with.
Some good banter between the ladies out here. It's good to see.
So, this looks like a really good line here from Julie.
Julie has played this pretty well. Yeah, finishing a good home.
So just at the back of the rink there, Julie Scott.
Jamie Lee, very well down here. Great shot.
So 2 now. And Zoe. Sherilee's on a good track too, but just needs a little bit more go. I can see your Yamba troops there, Jace, are in a very good tussle. 11-12 against Young was the most recent score we've had.
Just dropped a 1, so it's 13-11 now, so good on the boys.
A little slide off the front was what was requested. Probably good enough to be in. He's going to add a metre here. Sherilee. This looks a better track. I think Zoe likes it a bit more too.
She's got to get around it all now, Sherilee. She did.
And gets down and lands that one. Well,
she give it every chance. Played with some good weight.
Just a little bit more of the number 1 shot bowl there. Could have got the optimal result for West Tamworth, but
despite the scoreline, I think Sherilee herself has had a very good game.
Yeah, certainly she's got some credits up for how she's performed today. Just having a look above we've got our camera station here, and it's probably a good go for second.
Yeah, Sherilee might have snuck second there. She's done it a lot today. She's had to.
Well, she'll go well in that game I've been suggesting, Jace. As we see Karen, she might sneak second here in a moment if this falls back. Wow, close. I'm out there. You've got it, Zoe, and it's a good positive call there.
Yeah, this is a good line for Zoe.
It's good to hear.
Slow down to the speed now.
Wow. Gave it a chance to be in the argument there. Karen.
Yeah, so Karen wanting to play a similar bowl. Maybe lose a foot.
Well, she still stalked that one. You could see at the top of your screen she
just misses that front. She'll be all right. Well, just got into it.
Leader off is the call. Oh, and immediately, yep, Mum said, oh, probably wants to be a bit higher than that, mate. So that one's going to go. And then we like Karen Murphy's green for 2. And then Jason Pinnock and I think that this is third shot.
And how wrong were we? That was in by a mile.
I just listened to you.
Don't listen to me.
Oh, I know. I need to come up with my own opinions, do I? No, well, it's been an emphatic performance here from Cottell, Worsnop and Murphy here at Cherry Street Sports in the second round of the women's triples.
Yeah, we've run out of superlatives. The 3 ladies have been absolutely on song. You know, they are. Yeah. As said, West Tamworth haven't played overly bad. Just these 3 ladies have really turned one on. And
it's been a complete performance.
You got 2 of them just recently named in the Australian squads to go over to Singapore, and the national coach or assistant coach with you. There's constant motivation there for these ladies to constantly keep producing good play.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jason. And as you say, I mean, if a state title's not motivation enough, having the national assistant coach playing alongside you, that's who you want to perform for, and that's who you want to perform with. But it has been, as I suggest, just a complete performance from Cabramatta here. They recently won the Women's Division 1 pennant going away. They won it very, very comfortably in the end. And you can see with the class of player that they have at their club and at their disposal, Karen Murphy, Jamie Lee Worsnop, Jessie Cottell, and that's just three here. Ellen Fife plays at that club, if you don't mind. Carmen Anderson plays at that club, if you don't mind. They're stacked.
Can you imagine how many of these ladies would also be in their inter-region side? Nick, first year for
women's inter-region.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that. I think that's a great initiative, and to see the women involved is absolutely superb. There's going to be some really high standard matches there, and I think the Metro Southwest Division of Cabramatta, St John's Park.
You throw in these three.
Dawn Heyman.
Don't know who is or isn't available. Actually, I haven't seen the squads myself. They've probably been named, but yeah, you throw in Dawn Heyman in amongst that as well, with these three. Ellen Fife, Brianna Smith at St John's Parks. The list just goes on and on, doesn't it, for that region there? So,
well, and even we saw this morning in the mixed pairs.
Kate Armstrong
with, who's not one of the elite players, but didn't she play like an elite player this morning?
Yeah, obviously well known down there, and you can tell that very established bowler herself.
So, well, the clinic continues here. It's another great bowl there, making three. Probably going to give pause for thought for a backhand shot here from Sherilee Stewart. That's what she's going to play.
It's an aggressive line from Sherilee. I don't mind this thought if it gets going now.
Well, it's starting to move.
Got to turn a bit more.
It's starting to move, Jason. Well, slipping past.
And it just fell in too, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Disappointing. So as the players cross over, 3 shots it is. Some more comments coming through. Come on, Tamworth got them scared now. That might have been after they won 2 ends on the spin. Scott Matheson, message retracted. I assume he called me something naughty.
That's Scotty.
Good mates, myself and Scott Matheson. Some blokes just can't help being flogs. Karen Moxie, Go West Tamworth, and Warren saying, "G'day, Jason and team. Great coverage. So it's good to see that you're the leader of this team. It's Jason and team."
I'm merely here to assist and work with Bowls New South Wales. It's a great opportunity to work with the State Association.
Well, I'm seeing the girls urging this one in, and it's Karen Murphy.
Sensational. Clinical. What other words can we use?
Well, here it is again. Let's just, no words required. Watch this.
Yep.
That's 4 shots. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, Zoe Stewart, she's put this on a line to get a win here.
All right.
Little piece, little squeeze.
She flop. You know what? That's unlucky. That's a very good bowl. Not quite the luck. She could still be 4 down, Nick.
Yeah, and Karen's being asked to trail this to make it 5. So as this ball comes into view here.
She's just got to get back down now. She's not quite getting down on that side. Well, she turned it up.
She got down, would have made it 6. With that one at the back, and now for Zoe Stewart, really hard to get 1 even.
Yeah, this is slightly high.
Well, there's a chance to get off these white bowls here.
Well,
like that, and just like that.
It fell back.
1 down.
Got a good result out of that one, Zoe did. So
here it is again, off the white bowls, off the shot, and of course Karen Murphy's bowl falls back onto the jack. And just when you're hot, you're hot. And this trio, the Cabramatta trio, have been red hot today. We're seeing numbers on the scoreboard that may not have ever seen the light of day. I've seen some of the ones, and to Duncan Elphick's great credit, the greens have been sensational, but a couple of the ones on the scoreboard, and I mean the ones being the 10s, have looked a bit scruffy. So I'll let Duncan know that there is still room for improvement. He's let himself down in one area. But the fours for the 40 scores are looking pristine.
Yeah. Good luck with that conversation, Nick.
It might have to be over a refreshment that I've paid for, if I'm going to say that. He's been favouring the Guinness. It's been beer of the month here.
Okay.
Puts a bit of pepper on top, Duncan.
Actually, I remember in my bar days, a lot of Guinness drinkers did like a bit of pepper on top.
So good one here from Julie. Well done. She's fought on bravely here, Julie Scott, against this onslaught from Cabramatta. I think West Tamworth can be very proud of themselves, and they'll go home with some new friends, if nothing else, and a new appreciation for the quality that you need to play to be a world and Australian champion.
Yeah, like, forget the scoreline. You probably never will, but think of the experience, the connection you've made with the players, and go, wow, we were just treated to an absolute clinic. Now let's get to work. And that's the motivation you can take from a game like this.
See another one here from Julie. Yeah. Well done.
Pretty good areas there for Julie.
Well done. Glenn Windle asking, how do we find all the team members' names? So if you go onto the BowlsLink results portal, that's results.bowlslink.com.au, you can catch all the results in there, including the team members' names. Everybody who's playing here at this event gets on.
Wow.
But
just doesn't finish, does it? And we're sort of hoping later on in the week we'll see a similar clinic. I don't know if they're on the live stream, but we will see the amazing Lee Stinson playing in the fours later in the week. And final.
He's just come out there. Lee Stinson, he's had a look at the draw. He can only get on the stream if he's in the final.
Okay, so yeah.
Good luck.
He's setting himself up for a big campaign. Well, he's keen to get on this TV rink.
Good home there from Sherilee Stewart. Chance, I'd love to see them play a little bit positive now. Look to move that shot bowl, get that jack moving. They've got a couple of catches at the back here, West Tamworth. But do they get a chance?
Jamie Lee.
With Jamie Lee, well, that's fattened it up. It's a two-bowl target. I think I'm asking Mum to hit this now.
Yeah, I think so too, Nick. Well,
get the edge and get them both. We think this will be pretty firm here from Sherilee Stewart. This is looking like it's a pretty good track. Can it hang about long enough?
Just got to hang a little bit longer. Oh, Sherilee, good try.
No, it was a good positive call from Zoe and a really good positive attempt from Sherilee. We can see on the other angle. This was the target, the two green bowls there. That was what she's got to hit. They look pretty inviting, Jace. And I think players even of your and my capability probably have favour themselves to run into that.
I'm thinking, well, if I got anything inside that wide white one, I'd be close.
We've talked all day about drawing for seventh.
Yeah. All right, Karen. I don't think that was deliberately.
No, but I think his hand's still with weight.
Yeah. Zoe, I don't know if she's going to hold on. We're seeing still a lot of swing there. What's going to happen here?
Oh, she might have just flummed a bit of a result there. Got to look at the jack now.
Yeah, she can see the jack now. That's right. So
we can't. Jamie Lee just in the way. So asking to go park one pretty much on the tee to prevent
Just trying to
any
get
damage.
down. Just trying to get down under this white one.
Hand still holding as the green slows. Karen Murphy identified it, and call from Sherilee is you can run that back just a little bit.
She needs to run it about 6-7 inches, and it's 3 shots, but
The speed was better, but that was the line for to go quick on again, wasn't it?
it was, yeah.
So it's going to be 2 more.
Probably would have liked to have seen Zoe probably just take an extra breath and just slow down just a tiny bit. Really have a think about that shot after playing a heavy-weighted shot beforehand.
Yeah, easy to feel as though you're rushing in a game like this. As we see Jack going almost full length again. So Cabramatta looking to finish with a flourish here. Still 6 ends to play.
Yeah.
What sort of targets might they be setting themselves, Jace? 50?
Well, definitely. I think that is a target that the Cabramatta ladies, that'll be nearly a first in live streaming. West Tamworth would be wanting to... if I'm West Tamworth, I'm limiting Cabramatta.
Keep
You're not
under
getting
50
50.
now.
You're not getting
Yeah.
50, but we're getting to 10. You know what I mean?
Yep, I think that's a great attitude at this point of the game. Still 6 ends to
Right,
play.
and really fight for that as your new goal.
We're saying we're not going to let them get to 50. As we've seen, of course, any team that surrenders 50 points doesn't win the premiership in the NRL. They cannot win it. Has your team been done by 50 yet this season?
Not the Shark.
Sharkies
Not the
going all right.
Sharkies. They're all right. They're 2 from 4. Bulldogs got us this week. Don't know how, but anyway.
So this leading here from Jessie has just been absolutely out of this world. I don't know how Kira's going to be able to find all the highlights out of here and still have hours in the day left to we just replay the whole game, hey?
In all honesty, though, yeah, the whole match is a highlight just of superb lawn bowls, positional play, dead drawing shots, head setups, conversions. It's had everything.
When you've got 3 of Australia's best, all wearing a Cabramatta uniform called Cottell, Worsnop and Karen Murphy. These are the results you're likely to see. Wow, look at that.
They just haven't let the foot off the throat either, you know. If you could pick,
There was one loose end, Jace. I reckon there was one.
if you could put the picture of
Almost
a killer mindset into a picture, it's these 3 ladies.
Well, literally, I mean, almost a perfect game. You know, you hear about these things in baseball, you know, the pitchers, you don't talk to them when they're on a perfect game. The girls here have been exemplary. Their attitude, their application, their consistency, and their ability to manufacture shots even when things are looking tough.
Jamie Lee, again.
But once again, just the pressure that they continually apply here, Cabramatta.
Okay, Sherilee, nothing for short here. Give it every chance down there. She can come in off the wide bowl, trail jack, bit tight, sit onto the shot bowls.
Well, she's had 2 at the back, but that line
It's a
there.
little wide on that. That could be
A little wide, a little firm.
getting a bit hard for the West Tamworth ladies to fight maybe too at this stage of the game.
Motivation is like you can see Zoe Stewart as they cross over there, giving high fives
Giving
out. Saying,
themselves-
come on,
Yeah.
let's finish strong here. And as Karen Murphy approaches the mat, she sees a pretty inviting sight there. There's a nice funnel, and she can just draw down into it, add on again. Now if she can draw to the tee, that's really the optimal bowl here. The girls are getting right in there, and they know it. Well done, Karen Murphy.
Nice shot, Karen Murphy.
You asked for it to be drawn to the tee, and here it comes. So, Zoe Stewart now, she's underway.
Well, she's got good weight. She'll hold all the way into that.
Plenty to rattle around off too here to get second or
very
third.
Good weight.
Yeah.
Very good shot, but she still could be 3 down, Nick.
Yeah, this is the tough part about playing against these players. So Karen's still really vocal. Where's the purple in relation to the jack was the question. One bowl in front was the answer. So she said, I'm going to draw a toucher here.
Oh, toucher would be superb.
And, I mean, in this form,
well,
if you back her in, well, touch her on
you know,
that.
That is brilliant bowling. Wow.
Have a look at this one once again.
Okay.
Comes
Zoe's
down.
on an aggressive line here, and I think she's got pretty positive weight. Don't know if it's positive enough to hold, but
Once
coming
again,
off
lots
of
to rattle
anything
around on.
She
There
has.
we go, Zoe.
Well, very good weight.
Here it is again. So Zoe Stewart, as I said, there was plenty to rattle around off, and she's done just that. Bang, bang, gets the shot, falls down, and luckily didn't squeeze the jack out. I thought that might have been a risk there, but hey, it's another one for West Tamworth. And this plan of yours, Jason, we're not going to let them get to 50.
I think it's the goal that they've really got to. They can really aim hard for. You know, so what are we? 5 ends to play. You know, mini goal as well in amongst that. Let's win 3 of the next 5. That'll limit them getting to 50 as well. So if we win 3 of the 5, we've got a chance of getting to double figures. So.
Yeah, I think those are good goals to be setting. So,
Because, I mean, even if you're in a 20-all battle at the moment, you're locked in for those little goals. Let's get a bowl behind. Let's get one, you know, within a mat length. You're always fighting for those little goals. So at this scoreline, set those goals and aim to them.
no, it's going very, very well. So, wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world, including from South Africa. Got some comments coming in from South Africa. Nick Hind, Jason Pinocker here with you, bringing you all the action here. It's the final 5 ends of the second round of the women's triples here at the Bowls New South Wales 2025 TAB State Championships. We're at Cherry Street Sports Club in Ballina in beautiful northern New South Wales. And you have been treated, viewers, to an exhibition of class, of composure, of consistency, of champions. Jason Pinnock, of champion bowling. I think, you know, if you've done a sweep at home or something like that, and you've got Karen Murphy's team here, Cabramatta, you'd say, yeah, I might go get in the queue for that. Oh, it was a good start.
Yes, Sherilee drawing the shot.
As we see, well, Jamie Lee, if
Clear run here.
Jessie's missed, Jamie Lee's fixed it. So has done the right thing there for Cabramatta, drawing the shot. And the call was you only need to get past yours to be back in. Sherilee Stewart switching hands here.
Well,
Clear road past everything would have been
What's the run
optimal.
now?
Doesn't have the go.
okay, Jamie Lee wider line than a first. Looking to get right around now.
Yeah, still a little cooling breeze coming off the ocean now from the east.
A little team meeting here from Cabramatta, and this could be them setting some mini goals to finish this match off.
What's our plan here? We're going to stay switched on, locked on. We're not going to give them anything here. We're going to get to 50. Even in these lopsided contests, there are still mini battles. There are still personal achievements.
Looking at it, it can help with flow into the rest of the championship too. You know that this Cabramatta team are going to come up against some pretty quality sides down the track further. So set that attitude, set that mindset now in these early rounds, and help carry it throughout the championships. Goes a long way to winning it.
Well, Zoe played. Would like to bump through the front there. Has finished at the back of the rink, so provides an option, particularly if Karen Murphy does park one alongside here.
This one looks a little underdone line-wise, Nick. She doesn't want to promote that. Well, she got an edge of it.
So Zoe's going to line up on that backhand as well. How do we like this for track here, Jason? I think the track's good.
Track's good. Again, speed related.
Piece.
Got a piece.
Gets a piece, gets the shot.
And it flops and gets a touch as well, so.
Well, let's just have a look at that.
West Tamworth have the best back. It's in between the tee and the ditch.
So we're just hearing our effects, Mike. Jamie Lee saying, you got to get to me to get it through. And to me is pretty much the back of the rink, so I think she's going to go pretty firm here, Karen Murphy. They just had that meeting, set themselves their own goals for the end of this game. Karen
She's just got a hold now.
hangs for the jack.
Well,
Got it.
that cut it, but where does it go?
It's dropped into the very corner.
In, and it's still 1 to West Tamworth, I believe. It is. So another mini win to West Tamworth there.
Our South African friend's very nice. He suggests that somebody here sounds like Jeremy Irons. So I trust that's, well, it's certainly a compliment, but I trust that that's me as well, because I'm not sure that you sound like Jeremy Irons, but they're both good country boys.
I'm nothing like Jeremy Irons.
My father was accused of looking like Jeremy Irons, so perhaps if I sound like him, between us we could be
Well,
the Aldi Jeremy Irons, or the Temu Jeremy Irons perhaps, and it might be even cheaper than that. And we see a nice start from Julie. Good positive weight there. As you see, some high cloud coming over here. We're getting to the end of the afternoon. Day 7 of the Bowls New South Wales State Championships here at Cherry Street Sports in Ballina. As we see Julie Scott wanting to finish well here.
yes, well, good bowl with the first. Just want to adjust that weight now just a little bit.
Jessie perhaps has come off the boil a little bit. As the margin grew, perhaps her
Green conditions have changed as well. You know, it's slowed down a little bit.
best
But
bowls,
still playing well.
Does the right thing there, reaches the jack, spits it out to the side, gets a toucher, and that is shot. So, see Zoe Stewart saying, you can get that other hand, Mum. down on this backhand. Being asked to turn.
Yeah.
Well, turn's okay. Speed the issue here. It's been very rarely the issue for Jamie Lee. Her weight control today, Jason, has been something to behold.
It's been all class.
Well, in this section, 18 all next door, so we've already seen a draw here. Merimbula already have had one draw. They're playing next door against Port City, so he's looking to get
probably
the result.
If you look at the context of the section, it's Merimbula will be really fighting for the win here. They are playing Cabramatta their last round. Not that you count them out of it, but what a task.
Well, with some teams, you might say that they've played all their good bowls today, but with Cabramatta, you feel as though they've probably still got a few left in the tank.
Well, we know the quality of these ladies. They can just produce this sort of form game in, day out, game after game.
So, like probably at least two shots here for Cabramatta. I like this choice of hand though from Zoe Stewart. I think this is a good chance to get down, draw the shot here. She's played it very, very nicely. That's number one. Jamie Lee. Let's fire that down, please. Tricky hand, this one. Sort of fighting a little bit against what's left of the afternoon breeze.
That's right, yeah.
So hard to get it right. So a real credit to Zoe Stewart there. Well, as you can play something similar, this can put some pressure on Karen Murphy. A little bit firmer. Oh, may not have wanted that touch.
Has that shut off that hand now for Karen to draw the shot?
Yeah, so forehand is the call. So going to look to punch through the shot bowl of Zoe Stewart.
She likes it. She wants it. Just went on her.
Under. Well,
rare miss.
It's another win though here. We're talking about the little wins. Another little win for West Tamworth, 42-7, 3 to play now. So if Cabramatta are, as you were calling for, Jason, going to look to get to 50, that job's just been made a little bit more challenging for them.
Yep.
So 6 bowls left, most likely here for all the players. 3 ends to play. The result is, of course, not in doubt, but the margin and what those personal goals are still to fight for. Yeah, good correction there, Julie. Well done.
She's really made a lot better this last third of the game.
Yeah, it's been valiant performance, hasn't it?
Yeah. And she can walk away from this game pretty positive with the way she's finished off.
Well, I reckon she's actually matched Jessie Cottell the second half. You see, that one's just going to slide underneath. She's gone pretty close to matching somebody of Jessie's capability. And that in itself, really creditable. Sherilee Stewart. She's done a lot of work trying to get second shot here today. Jamie Lee's done a lot of work to prevent that happening, though. Moved a lot of jacks.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be buying Karen Murphy a new tuba toucher. So he's saying, righto, up here, please. Couple metres on your last. Green is slowing. Now playing a shorter length. This line's alright if you can get down to Jack. All those
sailed through.
Yeah. You can see Zoe there, just a little bit of an exasperated look, saying, "Oh, I haven't had much go right for us here." And after going within one shot of
Jamie Lee now. Yeah, very good home.
Go within one shot of getting a win up over Marindula this morning. Of course, West Tamworth had a draw. Port City had a one-shot defeat. Cabramatta had a one-shot win, so Cabramatta come out after lunch. What was in the lunch today? It was a beautiful the burger.
Yes, I had.
Build your own burger again.
I had the veggie patty too, and it's quite
Yeah,
nice
they're
actually.
nice, eh?
Yep, very good. Lunches here have been superb.
Well done, Zoe.
Great bowl, Zoe Stewart. Karen searching down here with a positive weight.
Well,
hold that line to
stayed
the
around,
jack.
hasn't it?
It's stayed around all right. Pushes it back. One down. Look, possibly three.
Well, I'll have another look here. We just see that's holding all the way. And could well, as you suggest, be three now.
It's definitely two. This is a little tight. What's going to happen though? Nah, edge of that.
Well, you can see what Zoe was thinking there. There's just the top of the white bowl at the back of the rink, and there was another dark bowl there. That was a West Tamworth.
Yep, there's the indication. Jamie Lee says, yes, it's three.
So, Karen Murphy now drawing for four to get them within distance of, as you suggested, that magnificent 50-shot margin.
Right. She just needs to get down now. She's got the weight too, beautifully,
well.
to just draw down through there. All class, that is for sure.
Well, as we see on the replay here,
4 shots it is to the girls.
Jamie Lee gets out of the road. It's 4 to the girls. And they are now 2 ends away from a completion of this match, but they're also 2 ends away from a potential half century.
If we look at the mini goals, it's a tight game.
But you're exactly right. The mini goals were prevent a 50. Oh, as we're going to see this one disappear. And, yep.
Yeah, prevent a 50 and get a 10. That's for West Tamworth. Well, we don't know if that's the goals, but that's what we've set for them.
Well, I think they're very likely. As we've said, you've got to set yourself little targets throughout contests, and in this one, West Tamworth going, well, if they can win these last 2 ends, they may very well get to 10, and they certainly will prevent a half century being scored from Cabramatta. Conversely, though, you see Cabra winning these last 2 ends. I mean, you don't get to 46 in 23 ends. You're averaging 2 and over when you win an end.
Oh.
So just potent scoring power here from Cabramatta. 53 shots in 23 ends we've seen. Another good start here from Julie. She's finished really well. I think I said valiant before, and that's probably underestimating it a little bit. Might sound like a little bit of a knock, but I think as the game's gone on, she's been able to provide opportunities and putting bowls in good areas.
Great bowl, Jessie Cottell.
Oh.
You know, and for these girls, it's also important to keep those good bowls flowing right to the last end. Like, don't just drop off now because we're 40 shots ahead. It's about flow into tomorrow as well.
Well, I'm just thinking about tomorrow. There's going to be a late session tomorrow night. And today we've had 2 games of triples and a game of mixed pairs. Tomorrow we're looking to have an extra round. So after we go off the air here, tomorrow the intent is that we're going to have a 5 o'clock game. Given it's 20 past 5 now and we still haven't finished this one, it might be a bit later than that.
Sherilee, beautiful bowl. Again, seen Sherilee produce some amazing bowls so far in this game, despite the scoreline. I think sometimes without Sherilee, the scoreline could have been blown out a lot more by now.
Yeah, well, so Jamie Lee, a rare miss. And chance here, Sherilee, park a second one in there. See where the foot of Zoe Stewart is there. I'd like one in there. Please and thank you. Tracking down. This is the hand that turns, but a little bit sticky in the afternoon. Sneaks past though. That could be close. The third shot. Favourite probably is.
Yeah, I think you're right. I agree with you, Nick. So,
well, a chance here for the West Tamworth side to potentially grab a 3. I know it's Karen Murphy on the mat now, so I don't want to go off early. Should we just be looking to trail this jack off backhand or favour? Oh, this is in some sort of area. Gets down.
Just got to get down. Just got to get down. She got down. Oh.
Well, takes out plan A. But I think there's still a shot there. Get contact on the shot bowl as we're suggesting there. Yes, Sherilee's identified that too. Pop the green and gold bowl through and you might bring the front one in. Or just draw it backhand. Park another one in there. Well, fraught with danger if you're going to go framing things up for Karen Murphy.
Yes, we've seen it plenty in this game already.
If she can get him behind the jack here, this will be pretty good.
Get down hard. Get down hard. Well, it's a counter, but
back of the rink is all Cabramatta. Or, well, push through the hole was the suggestion. So a little bit more controlled than I would have thought. As the lights come on here at Cherry Street.
Just want this to get down, get down. Well, she got that bowl out. Did she hang around for shot? The girls are clapping. Not sure.
Oh, Sherilee Stewart's going in and having a good look for us. Indication is it's close. Draw, sit that green bowl.
Well, is she going to get back enough?
Oh, there's a sneaky wave through like that. Oh. And expect we'll see a tape measure pulled out. We do. So, players measuring. We'll see what the outcome is.
That's 1 to West Tamworth.
1 to West Tamworth. Well, so 4 required for the Cabramatta team to get to 50, as you were calling for, or 2 required for West Tamworth to get to the 10 that we're also calling for. So, see what they can do here. Shorter length again, rolled by Julie. So just a reminder, everybody who's watching on, book your free skin check today. Bowls New South Wales is proud to partner with Skin Check Champions to offer free, full-body skin checks during the TAB State Championships at Cherry Street Sports here in Ballina from Friday the 28th of March. Skin Check Champions is a not-for-profit organisation dedicated to raising awareness and improving access to life-saving skin cancer detection service. This fantastic service is open to all competitors, family and friends. We're even taking a few walk-ups now too, so if you just happen to be in the club and you're listening to me on the stream, go and see them. For full details, visit bowlsnsw.com.au or click on the link in our YouTube bio. Jason, you've gone. I'm heading along on Friday.
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic service and it's certainly the right price.
Oh, most definitely it's the right price, and so easy. Like, not even 10 minutes. You have a fully professional doctor in there. Goes right over your body, checking any marks.
Was there anything in particular that you were concerned about? That you said,
No, when I was a younger fella, I've got a lot of moles around my back, so when I was a younger fella I used to get checked a bit, but I haven't been checked for a while. Not that I ever walk around without a shirt on. A body like this shouldn't be seen like that. So,
one of Australia's great rigs, Jason Pinnock.
When I was a bit athletic and younger, I used to. But no, it was just good to get that check and get that
confidence, isn't it?
Confidence from there. Knowing, everything's clear at the moment. Always something to keep an eye on in our sport, though.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Jessie Cottell. Well, she's finished beautifully, mate.
She has.
Showing some real class there. And Zoe's saying, well, you can draw it off on the forehand, but any contact might spring things back. We'll get an open look at it. So be positive. There's nice positive weight.
Sherilee she's got some positive weight down in here.
Well, might get a split.
That would be ideal. Well, good bowl.
It was a good effort. Let's just have a look at that again, Jace. You can see, comes down, does almost get the split, doesn't quite rock Jessie Cottell's bowl from the centre line far enough. And now, let's see. Let's bounce off there. So,
you see that? Zoe wanting Mum to come down into that gap. If you've got the outside edge of the white, it can come through onto shot as well or onto the jack. It's a very aggressive line. We know this hand is swinging. Sherilee's not happy with herself there, but
no, she's got some credits though today. So you can see the jack's barely visible from that side camera.
See, Karen's looking for Jamie Lee to play positive here. Little push onto the front purple, onto the shot bowl. Let's bring the jack back and get a count. So,
well, she might be.
Could be looking at this. Well, does she hold? Well, she did. Not quite far enough. So it's 1 to Cabramatta here.
And I reckon Karen Murphy's looking for a 4 somewhere.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you? West Tamworth looking for a 2, and it's on.
So you can see here that jack's a little bit more out in the open now. It's the green and gold bowl of Cabramatta that's holding out. We favour 2 shots, maybe even a 3rd for West Tamworth. going to see here.
Crowds up and about over there. I tell you what, and that's in that Charlestown versus Edelon game.
Well, we've seen something remarkable there, Jace. I thought that was a pretty good effort there, but the bowler, Jamie-Lee Worsnop, sort of ricocheted across and came in
Kaz.
to the count. And Karen now looking to add on. Wants to stay off the white. Well, she's returned favour, perhaps. Which one do you like for the shot, Jason? We know you've been wrong every day, every time.
Not every time I've been wrong.
You're due to get one right.
I think it's too tight to call.
Righto, Splinters. Well, I'm going to get up and have a look here, and I still think it's the blue on the right-hand side of the screen there.
So for West Tamworth, how do we get to? Yep. Sit down Jamie Lee's bowl and stay yourself. That's your 2 for your 10.
Well, this one looks okay in the running. It's going to hang about, is it?
It's on a positive line. She gets the inside edge of the green and gold and
if we do it this way, gets
that's one shot.
Well, it's the first part of prevention. If you're not going to let the other side score, they're not going to get to 50.
Find it hard to see a 4 now, so...
Well, do you reckon Karen's just going to go it and smash things here?
Well, no, look, the girls are still looking at... They're looking at opportunities. What is the best shot to play? I like this about these three ladies. Still always looking for what is the best shot to play.
Well, there's a chance here, I think, maybe talking about promoting the blue onto the jack, or promoting the blue bowl onto the shot bowl. Just a little bit under the line.
Well, is that the 2 for West Tamworth?
Could be 2 for West Tamworth there.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
There's a mini cheer there.
Well, as the players go and shake hands, it's been a wonderful display from Cabramatta, a wonderful display of sportsmanship too from West Tamworth, who have had a lot of fun, apart from anything else, despite the scoreline. They've played really commendably against a really sharp-looking Cabramatta side. Jessie Cottell, Jamie-Lee Worsnop and Karen Murphy running out 46-10 winners. Jace, we're going to see you back again tomorrow morning, and then I'm on my own for a little while, so we'll be pulling in some special guest commentators. But on behalf of the Bowls New South Wales team and everybody here at Cherry Street Sports, we hope you've enjoyed the coverage today. We'll be back tomorrow morning with men's triples round 3. On behalf of Jason Pinnock, my name's Nick Hind. We look forward to having your company tomorrow.